What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. We've got Ade and we've got Abib here straight after the Manchester United and Chelsea match. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. What's happening, boys?
Calm minute.
You don't want to say anything, Abib?
I had better days.
You had a lot to say this week, boy. You had a lot to say.
I did. I had a lot to say, and then unfortunately, within the first 5 minutes, I was speechless. Absolutely speechless. But let's get into it anyway. Let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe.
Let's go.
You got what you wanted from me. You know, you got what you wanted. So you got a like for that, and subscribe for United finally turning up.
Before we get started, people, please subscribe to the channel. Comment, like, and actually, you know what? Let us know what your thoughts are on the game as well, man. We would love to know what your thoughts are. We've got a Chelsea fan that's been humble this week. He had a lot to say this week. He came onto the comment section like unprovoked as well. No one disturbed you. No one said anything about you. You came to the comment section and had a lot to say, not just about the Champions League game. No one asked about the United game. You went straight after the United game as well. You made some bold claims, but we're here now. Like, let's just go straight into the game. What's your thoughts on the game? We start with you, Abib.
Football's a humbler, man. It's an absolute humbler still. I can't lie. It's what I was thinking earlier on in the week. For some reason, when it comes to Chelsea, United, they just get up for it. And I think with United, one thing they do tend to do is it's almost like they like to play to the level of your opposition. I don't know if you guys think the same thing as well. So I knew they were going to come out hot. They were going to come out fresh, especially after having like a whole week to rest up as well. But I was just hoping, as long as we can just maintain the storm, hopefully, and then just get everything calmed down, obviously get the crowd calmed down, maintain the storm, and then we can start to play our football and then start to build up, and then we can work our way into the game. It'll be all right. But then, like you said on the last show, Tommy, once a bozo, always a bozo at the end of the day, right? You can't, a leopard can't change its spots, unfortunately, and Sanchez just cost us the game pretty much. Like I understand, fair enough, he's through on goal, but it's 6 minutes into the game. Like, even if he scores, it's so early, like you can come back. But now you see red, you kick him in the most obvious, like, even they showed like a pan of Maresca watching it. Even then, he was like, F this guy, bro, F this guy. And then from there, it's just, it's a tough road back, obviously, to play that long against 10 men. It's a tough road back. And then obviously the manager made some subs. If I'm being honest, I get the Esteval one. He's a young boy. You need a young boy, so it's the easy sub to do. But the one I'm a bit confused about was the Pedro Neto one, because when you're under the cosh, you've got 10 men down. Obviously, United are going to have more possession. You kind of need an outlet, right? And Pedro, he's got Pedro Neto. He's our fastest player. He's a good dribbler, so he can someone to help relieve pressure for us. And you kind of saw that in the first half. You guys just absolutely dominated us. You kept the ball. It was wave after wave after wave. We couldn't really get into the game. It was only really after Casemiro did a Casemiro, really. But we'll see what you guys think about that red card, to be honest, that we had a chance. But even then, in the second half, it was dry, to be honest. We just really couldn't get. It's almost like we just accepted defeat. It almost felt like we really didn't get going. It was only that Reece James cross for Chalobah that kind of ignited a bit of a spark. But even that kind of came out of nowhere. So, Carla, I'm disappointed, to be honest. I'm disappointed. I think the early red card obviously didn't help, but we've seen teams of 10 men come back and win. So I was expecting a little bit more from the team, to be honest. I was expecting a bit more.
So you wanted to come back and beat us?
We could have. Like, Amarim's system, the thing is, it does feel at times it could be a little bit rigid. So I thought maybe with that red card, you guys might struggle to adapt to that. And I thought because we've had a bit more time with our manager and he's quite tactically flexible, we might have something in store for them in the second half. But we didn't have anything in store, to be honest. All we had was pass to one centre back to the other centre back to the other centre back. I'm like, guys, I don't think they knew they were losing, if I'm being honest. You would have thought they were like 2-0 up. Honestly.
Yeah. You know what? We spoke earlier when we did the preview. of the game. What day was it? A couple of days ago, and you spoke about the goalkeeper, and I said obviously that your 2 centre backs and a goalkeeper can potentially keep us in the game. And you obviously said, look, he's been performing well, whatever you said anyway. And I said, look, I've been through this with Onana, with his keepers. The thing about them is, you can't say they're bad keepers, but you just can never trust them.
Yeah,
any given moment, they can have a moment of madness. Like it takes one click of a finger for them to have a madness, and it just helped us, man. As Ade said, as soon as that happened, sent me a message. I just dropped down on my knee, thanking God, because we needed a bit of luck. Like you know what it was like. We've struggled a lot, so we needed a bit of luck.
And you earned your luck. In fairness, you earned your luck because it was only through the pressure that they put on us in that first 5 minutes that got you in the position to be able for Sanchez to make a mistake like that, right? You were playing well, to be fair to you guys. Yeah, no,
so we'll take that. And it will go to you. Obviously, we did the fantasy recording yesterday, and I don't know what it was. You were just so confident. And I mean, I just didn't I understand you're confident to an extent, but I was just thinking, it's United. They've let us down so many times. And then I spoke to Max earlier on this morning as well. He was so confident as well. I was thinking, oh wow, like what's going on here? What are you guys saying? I see what you're saying, but I just didn't. I was cautiously optimistic.
Where was this confidence?
You guys just got.
I'm not gonna lie. This season, I don't think we're a bad team. This particular season, like we've had bad games, but I actually don't think we're as bad as people make out. And it's easy, you know. We live in a time of banter. Everything's banter. So as soon as we don't get the 3 points, it's laughter that comes with that. There's no analysis of the actual game or how the performance was. So I was looking at it, I don't think we've been a bad team this season. I think the Grimsby game is one game that I sat down and watched, and I was like, you guys are terrible. Grimsby are actually playing better than you. And even then we stepped it up after. But apart from that, we've been competitive. And I just thought, like, there has to be a game that is going to come out. And I thought this would be the game. And in all honesty, I didn't feel as if this was our best game.
Yeah, I agree.
Favor just shone on us. Yeah, favor just shone on us. I'd be lying if I said I thought this was our best game this season. Be lying.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I don't think it's our best game. I think we started off well, and I expected one thing we've been doing in a lot of these games. We're starting off the games very well, creating chances within like the first few minutes or so. And obviously, it was Mbemo that had like the first chance, and someone else had the chance afterwards. I can't remember who it was. Was it it was Doku. He didn't get off the shot. He didn't get a shot off on time.
Yeah, when James.
And then out of nowhere, and then out of nowhere, the opportunity came again where Mbemo was through on goal, and it helped us. One thing I am impressed about is because usually, like, we struggle creating chance. I mean, we struggle with like when teams just sit up defensively, but we was on it from as soon as that red card went in, they wanted to get a goal. So I was impressed about that. I was happy, and I just didn't want one. Yeah, I just like very well, and I just didn't want one. I wanted two before the second half, and we did exactly what I wanted. Yeah, look, are we all in agreement? Obviously, the first one, the Sanchez one, is a red card.
Yeah.
I know you messaged me, Ade, in regards to Casemiro, but what was going through, like, what was you thinking as soon as that he got that red card?
You know what? Yes. So my mind was, why did you do that? And then, because obviously we played with each other for years, and my mindset when we're playing football is, why risk things, especially when you're in total control? I don't like when players lose their heads, all that stuff. Let's focus on the game. At that point, there's only one team in the game. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was just easy for us, Tom. Like, Chelsea were not going to ever come back.
Yeah.
Even if they put Captain America on the pitch,
Yeah.
they were never going to come back.
Our only threat was João Pedro running through the defense, hoping he turned into Ronaldinho and to create something out of nothing. Aside from that,
So it was never going to happen. So I agree with you that it wasn't a bad tackle, but we never had to even make it even a thing. We didn't even need to risk anything in that type of way, which is why it annoyed me. It really annoyed me because as the game turned out, it was a bit edgy towards the end.
Yeah. Even me as a Chelsea fan, like I'll take my biasness aside.
No, I agree.
I do think it was harsh. I can't lie. I thought it was a harsh second yellow, but I agree with Addy. You shouldn't be given the referee a decision to make there, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah. Now, obviously, I totally see where you guys come from. The only reason why at that time when I was watching it is because it didn't go down and slide tackle. Do you get what I mean? If he went down and slide tackled, I think what are you trying to do there? It's because he actually, I think he made an attempt to try to stay on his feet, and because obviously his arm went over the I think what's more important, as you guys say, is the fact that he allowed gave the referee a choice, the opportunity to make a decision, and once the referee made that decision, it is what it is. It made the game a lot harder than we wanted it to be. I think you also messaged me again, Ade, during the game because we was watching going back and forth, and I totally agree. I think what was on our side was a substitution that Maresca made. With those attacking players off the pitch, I was confident not confident because it was nervy, but in my head, although I didn't say it out, I thought the only way Chelsea will score is through set pieces because one, we're terrible defending set pieces. And two, obviously Chelsea's attacking players, creative players are all off the pitch. Even if you didn't have your creative players, you took your pace off the pitch as well. Because even if you're saying you're struggling to create, just give it to the fast players just to run with it. I just said like Neto, you took that off the pitch, and I don't know what he was thinking, but God bless him when he made that decision. Because obviously it helped us.
If Neto was on the pitch, we might not have won that game. That's actually my view. I think if Neto
you actually hit you guys on the counter attack, and then it would just be players like Enzo or Santos or João Pedro, and then they'll be the furthest one forward, and they'll be looking and they'll be like, "Who's there to pass to?" For Reece James to come up. By the time he comes up, your defense is already back. Everything's slowed down, so it kind of messes up. But if you have someone fast on the wings to help with the counter attack, then it will help us. Even
I like literally as soon as he got sent off, I looked at the scoreline. I was like, they could come back, and then I had a little think, and I was like, actually, the only thing that might save us here is the substitutions that he made. Literally.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was just trying to do it to maybe try to get control of the game, but it didn't work at all. If that's what he was trying to do, because we had no control. If that's what he was trying, boy, it did not work in the slightest.
Yeah, no, because I tried to reason with him and just sit back and try and gather my thoughts why he would want to do that, make that second one. It just didn't make sense to me. Honestly, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it just didn't make sense to me. Yeah, the next one didn't make sense to me at all. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. It just didn't make sense. And I like Maresca. I'm a huge fan of Maresca. I can't I'll say it anymore because I think he's done a great job at the club so far. But look, you can't. Managers, same way as players can't be perfect all the time. Same thing. Managers are exactly the same. They're gonna make mistakes every now and then. So if it works, he's a genius. If it didn't, then obviously we'll be sitting here criticizing him as we're doing now. So God bless him anyway. That's all I can say.
He was looking at me and saying, like, do you agree with the decisions? And I was like, I can't lie. Like, on one part of my brain, it was like, what the hell is he doing? But on the other side, it's like, when someone's built up enough rapport, enough trust with you, that you're like, maybe he just knows more than me. Maybe I need to question the side of my brain that's questioning.
No, bro, I was scared when he made those subs. I was scared. I messaged Tom. I was like, if we lose this game with the tactical changes that this guy just made, Amorim go today.
And he did. He said exactly those messages.
I was like, if he makes those changes and we lose this game against 10 men, Amorim's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, no.
Touch and go at the end. Touch and go.
No, but you know what? He's made them. Who do you guys think? Is there anything else on the game that any key moments in the game that you guys want to touch on?
Not key parts per se, but I think our final ball is terrible. I think it's shambolic. Like at a point, I think we could have easily been 4-5-0 up, but our final ball is horrific. And if we don't improve that, it's going to be hard to score as many goals as we should.
I was talking to Tokes as well, and he was saying exactly the same thing. And no, sorry, it wasn't Tokes, it was Latif. It was your brother, Abib. So yeah, he called me because he was livid at halftime. I had to try and come in. I was like, bro, we are winning 2-0. I was like, bro, we're still winning 2-0. We don't need this for now. Like, let's just get through the game, because he said exactly the same thing, and I totally agree with him. Like, and this is something that me and you were speaking about, Ade, in terms of like, I'm like, but these guys train with each other all week. Like, it's something that I've been seeing from the beginning of the season. I've just been giving them the benefit of the doubt because it's the start of the season. The ball is just always like, it's either behind the player or just too much power that has gone past the player. It's just the final ball. It just needs to get. We're getting into dangerous position, and all this thing about the system. This is why I'm not really buying into it. We are creating chances, getting into like dangerous position. The manager can't physically put the ball in the back of the net for these players, and
I can't use your brain to make that final pass, because there was a time that Ahmad took too long to pass it. There was one that Šeško needed to just slot it forward and let Ahmad go on a foot race with the defender.
Yeah,
because that was just the logical thing to do. But then he held it, and then we didn't end up making the pass. And if we just, it makes us look stupid, because the fact is we can score lots of goals.
Yeah,
but you
definitely.
don't on your back constantly.
I agree. Yeah, and the last bit would just be the same old, like, it's a set piece. Really, it's ridiculous now. Like, that's another one in another game.
Even like I don't know what Fofana was doing. Like, why was he standing? I think if he would have even left it, he probably would have gone in. But why are you standing in that offside position for so long anyway? And this guy, he's celebrating like,
he's playing by himself.
You must know you're offside. Like, what's he thinking? Like, he must have headed that ball too hard or something like that.
And you know what makes that one worse is it was literally right in front of the keeper. He could have hugged the keeper.
Yeah, just him.
Just him.
Just honestly,
him. But, we need to be able to defend set pieces better. We've got a whole week training. What they're doing, I don't understand. He's obviously voiced the fact that I think the key issues are that is what we do in both boxes, which I agree with him. If I don't give him blame for the attacking side of things, he has to take some sort of accountability with the defensive side of things. I don't know how they're setting them up to defend these corners, the set pieces, but it's got to be better. Is either that or the players are just not listening to them? Because
I'm trying to think the players are stupid, you know.
It's mad that because you got good early, like you got De Ligt, Maguire in there. So you would have thought like you would have been a strong presence from set pieces. So it's kind of crazy to think that.
Yeah.
One quick thing on Chelsea.
I don't know, man. That go on.
I'll say two quick things on Chelsea. One, Loki, I'm happy Sanchez has gone for a little bit because the Jorgensen I actually rate, to be honest. I think he's a good goalie. I think the only thing is maybe Sanchez is a slightly better shot stopper than Jorgensen, but he just looks so much more calm and composed on the ball. Like when you watch Sanchez, you watch him in fear almost, like your heart's pumping whenever he's going to pass the ball out. But when I watch Jorgensen, it just looked normal, to be honest. Like he's passing the ball out, he just looks relaxed, looks calm. I think there was only one time where he maybe gave the ball away, and I think he tried to like chip the ball over one of your defenders, and it was a bit too long. But even then, it's not too bad. So hopefully now with Sanchez sent off, hopefully with his run of games, he can kind of prove himself, because Sanchez he slowly built the trust up, but now it's never coming back again. I'm sorry, it's never ever come back again. Against United, no, it's never coming back again after that one. And then two,
I know what you see. The thing with keepers is, sorry, just the thing with keepers is, it's nothing worse than trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and then let you down again. That you can never trust them again after that.
you know what it is? Because there was a period of time where he was messing up time after time, and because do you remember there was a period last season where Maresca had to drop him because the heat was too much. I thought I would never come back again after that. But I can't lie, he went through like a good 6-7 month spell where he was actually all right. So even I had to say, you know what, maybe he has turned a corner, because trust is easy to it's hard to build, but it's easy to lose. And yeah, he's lost it now. There's no. I don't think from any fan in the world, I don't think there's any coming back from that now. And then just the last one, Enzo Fernandez. I can't lie, I'm watching him closely still. He might have to be on forward watch a little bit, because he's having way too many stinkers for my liking, to be honest. Like, we're watching.
I like Enzo, I really don't think so. I honestly don't think so.
Nah. The thing is, it's hard because I know there's a great player in there, but it's like when I watch Caicedo, he's consistent. He's playing well all the time. With Enzo, it's just like every now and then there'll be a great pass, but every now and then he used to be doing some stupidness. Like his decision making sometimes is just terrible. I feel like it just feels like it depends what side of the pillow he sleeps on what performance he's gonna give. And I think, we need to be watching him closely, man, because he needs to back up his ideas, man. 100%. Otherwise, Santos, he looks all right coming on.
Santos is decent. You got options out there. You got options.
Yeah, I just want Lavia back as well, man. I miss Lavia. He's my favorite midfielder. If we can get him fit, boy, Enzo needs to be careful. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Before we round up, if you guys had to pick a man of the match or a standout player, who would it be for you guys?
Can't lie. You had a few. It was more of just a good team performance, to be honest. So it's hard to maybe really pick out a standout. Everyone, I feel like I could just give like loads of your players the honorable mentions. Like I thought Maguire was good. Shaw was solid. He rattled Enzo as well. I thought Bruno had a decent game. He was giving good leadership. Mboma was a threat as well. He was always looking pretty scary. I thought even Sesko Akala, before he came off at half time, I thought he was actually having a decent game. I was surprised he got taken off, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm just going straight in Mboma, man. I just like the threat he poses.
Yeah.
I think that's what we needed. Like, people performed well. Even I like Dogu's performance. I thought he played really well. So there are lots of people played really well, but for me at the moment, my focus with United is that attacking intent, and Mbeumo just brings buckets of that for me.
Yeah, for me, I'll go with the lit. The reason why I go with the lit is just, I think it's more because of what the manager is asking the defenders to do. And I always felt like there's a disconnect between the midfielders and the defenders. And I thought he did that very well in the first half, because he was pushing up. Whether he's gonna get the ball or not, he will get the man. At least he's committing and he's being brave. And I think that's what Euro struggles with at times. And that split seconds that Euro uses to decide whether he wants to go or not, the problems already happen. So you have to be decisive when you're in that position. So that's the only reason why I've given it. Mainly because of the first half performance, because we needed something like that when we're playing against 10 men, someone to commit and just be, as soon as the midfielders go, you go with them and press and try and win the ball back. And we've done that so many times in the first half, so which was quite good. So I'll give it to him for that. So just one last bit before we finish up. Go on, Nab. Yeah.
I was going to say, do you think this can be the victory that can be like almost like the turning point for your guys this season? Because like you said, you have been performing well in games. Maybe you just need that one victory to give like the belief and confidence.
I personally don't think this is it. No.
That's basically my next question.
Okay.
We can see the same.
That was my next question anyway. It wasn't so much my next question. Yeah, it wasn't so much my next question, but I was going to ask, well, both of you anyway, what do you expect next from both, like from your next couple games or so after this performance? So to answer your question, Abib, I just don't know with this team, bro, and I'm not sure whether I'm with Adi. I don't think this is it. because this one's still nervy. This wasn't convincing enough for me to leave the game with. It didn't fill me with enough confidence. That's the best way to put it. And I'm not too sure, but we are performing well, consistent with the performance, and I think everything else will come within that. What about you, Adi?
Yeah, I don't think it's a turning point. I think we are still who we are. Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. Like, as much as I was very confident we would win this game, also, once we got the red card, I could easily see us losing the game. I thought we were great against the 10 men. I think we were dominant, but I also saw us making horrific choices in the final third. And if you keep doing that consistently, you're not going to win games. It's just the reality of it. You need to be. So we created, let me just say 15 chances in the first half, but we could have created 30 if we had made the right choice.
Yeah.
And you need high volume to give people opportunities to score. If we're making wrong decisions, it's not all the time we're going to get 15. You might only get 4 or 5. And if you can't, you're misusing the opportunities that you're creating, then where are you? That being said, I do believe we can go into our next 2 games and potentially win. But United being United, you just never know.
Yeah, like you say, I feel like you just play to the level of the opposition, really. So you could just never really predict what United you're gonna get.
But we need goals. We need goals. Goals are what I need.
And what do you say about your next 2 games, Abib?
So I'm not sure who we got in the Premier League, but I know we got a Carabao Cup next against Lincoln City. So yeah, obviously you'd think it's a confidence builder. You think it's let's just go out, get a win and stuff. But after Grimsby United, anything can happen, So hopefully it should be a easy win. Hopefully we can give some of our players a rest as well, because it looks like even Palmer, I think apparently he came off. It was for an injury he came off as well.
Yeah,
so
apparently, yeah.
Hopefully it's a chance to maybe just rest up some of the players and build up some fitness. I think just get the win confidence back, because I think we was in a place where beforehand we were just confident that we were just going to win every single game. We went on a long stretch being unbeaten, and before you know it, football humbles you, and now it's 3 games on a bounce and you haven't won. And I think because it's still a young team, these things can kind of affect you, especially if you look at last season, where we had that winning run at the start of the season, a couple of losses, and everyone just lost their head pretty much. So hopefully this Lincoln game comes at a nice time to just get like a nice win, build up confidence, get the players, up to speed, maybe try out some of the new boys like Gittins, Garnacho, give them some game time. And then hopefully Saturday, I don't actually know who we got, but hopefully Saturday we can just kind of...
You've got a run that's coming up. So I think you've got Brighton at home, then you've got Benfica at home, then you've got Liverpool and at home, and then Nottingham Forest away. So yeah, it could be an interesting few weeks for you guys.
Yeah. We'll just have to see what we get, to be honest, because the thing is, beforehand, I wasn't as nervous because the performances were getting better. But I feel like you can almost kind of see the confidence is dwindling a little bit, because the performance gets slightly worse game by game. And this United performance, it was dreadful. So hopefully the Lincoln performance in the midweek will be enough to like build up some confidence. And then the weekend, the thing is, if we play our football like we know we can, I think we can beat anyone. So hopefully Palmer's fit, Palmer's okay, and we can get a decent result against Brighton, to be honest. So I'm not too worried, but like you said, that run up is...
Yeah, so it's a tricky one. It's a one that if you're not on form, it could be tough.
That's it. And obviously 3 games without a win. All of us, before, you're probably looking forward to it, licking your lips, and we can take on anyone. Now it's kind of like, let's buckle up, let's calm things down a little bit. I can't be in too many people's YouTube comments anymore. So
I think you jinxed yourself with your comment on Tuesday, whenever it was. I think Monday or Tuesday, you definitely jinxed yourself. But look, the game's done. I'm happy. We just needed to win that game. We'll be back. I think when's our next game? Saturday, right? Against
Yeah, we're on break. We
so
don't play midweek. We don't play no
we don't
midweek.
So we got a whole week to prep for that as well. So like, what will be nice is for us to get, I think at minimum we should aim to get at least 4 points for the last 2 games before international. The best scenario is 6 points. At the worst scenarios for me, I'm hoping it will be like the 4 point.
Yeah. When we come back, it's Liverpool. So
exactly. So we definitely need points from those games. And I don't think we should even think about losing any of them. Because as you said, we got no
Brentford away and Sunderland at home.
away, Sunderland at home. So,
Brentford can be tricky still.
So they're winnable games. They're definitely winnable.
Winnable games.
Just need to
us being who we are, we could also go down the toilet.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. Look. Thanks, boys. Thanks for joining. We'll try and get you boys on as many times as possible this season, man.
3 points.
Thanks, Habib. I know you was a bit cocky earlier in the week. You've been humbled. As what's the name? We'll say Haaland. What did he say? Humble yourself. You know? Stay humble.
All right.
Stay
You know
humble,
what?
man.
After all of this, the one thing I can say is we're still your world champions anyway. So I've always got that one still at the chamber, innit? I've always got that one staying locked in. So I'm all right still.
All right, cool. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like and comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on the game and what your thoughts are on Maresca and his decision making during the game. Thanks again. We'll be back next time. We out. Thank you. Peace.
Cool. Thank you very much.